After your 2 week stint in Amsterdam, where do you go next?
Well, see, I wanted to like since I was a kid, like there was always like three big places that stuck out in my head to like go see, and it was like always like L.A. and Rome, where my father's from, and like Prague. So when I'm in Amsterdam, I meet like this shorty, and like she's like this goddamn like ridiculous, right? And she's like the minute she said, "Yo, I'm from Prague," I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay." So that's what. So I dipped and went to Prague, bro, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I'm here for everything that I want to be
So
here
you
for, and
met
it's like,
hold on, you met a girl. She said she from Prague, and you're like, this the
yeah,
sign.
okay, bro. The minute she said I am from Prague, I was like, bro, forget it, dog. It was finished. It was over, and it wasn't even about the shorty. It was just like, yes, that's why I wanted to go to. And now I remember. You know what I'm saying? Like I even said in like on that record, like always had a thing for those fat liners. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, there's always been this like attraction to like Eastern Europe for me. And which, by the way, I found out real quick that the locals they were like, nah, man, it's Central. We're not Eastern because because of the politics here. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I
different.
could completely understand why they might want to make a little distinction there, and
Yeah,
because
there's
also
there's the
like
one.
we don't actually know what Europe looks like. Like 9 times out of 10, you put up a Europe map and ask us to pinpoint a country, and good fucking luck. Like if
Yeah,
it's Germany in the
I
north,
mean,
the
unless you know
south.
like the basics of the big, huge places, there's so many damn countries, bro. It's like
I know
there's so many.
definitively where Spain, Italy, and Portugal are, and then it gets foggier as time goes on.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, for the most part, like not most people won't even know where like three key places. Like you just, shout out some big places, right? So it's like most people don't even know, like can't even give you three of them. You know
I
what I'm saying?
think I know
Like
where,
I've been
like
here and
Belgium's like the little one up. Anyway, no. I'm just
Belgium next to like fucking Netherlands and
France.
Denmark and
I think
no,
no.
no, it's down like with Netherlands and all that. France is like on the other side.
See what I'm saying? This is how it gets. Anyway.
Yeah, like yo, Germany, Belgium, France, and the Czech Republic's around there too. Like that's what, like I went through from Netherlands. Like I drove like from Netherlands through Germany
Oh, yeah, it's
to get to
dope.
the Czech.
How long does it
To
take?
get to the
How long did it take to drive through Germany?
it was about 14 hours.
That's wild. So like you get into
14
Germany.
hours from Netherlands through Germany, through Germany, to the Czech Republic.
So like you pass through,
And
and then all of a sudden you in Germany eating
the whole
German
Germany,
food
though,
and
like
shit.
the whole Germany, like, and there's like nobody stopped me, like, not once. So I got rid of all my Amsterdam drugs for no reason. Really fucking ridiculous. All right. So I'm sitting there like, you're going to the Czech Republic, bro. Oh, you don't want to go to jail in the Czech Republic, bro. Hold on. But Germany. Oh, there's some evil people in Germany. And then it was just like, oh no. So I threw everything away. And then like everybody's so beautiful and nobody stops you and nobody's nothing. And everybody's like, yeah, cool, go. And like the bus doesn't even stop. Or trains too. Same shit with train, bro. Like I through Slovakia, from Czech Republic through Slovakia to fucking um, Hungary. And it's like people got their dogs on the train and shit. It was like drinking liquor. Like the people are just like it's different. It's really, really different. Like I noticed like so much shit, like how like you just don't have the same people don't have the same attitude, bro. Like they just really don't. It's really like I've even had people who like tried to put me on game about shit, like because they thought, like, oh, no, tourists, before they, a lot of people don't even judge, like, don't like,
So, are you
Old
saying that?
lady.
Hold on. If I understand correctly, what you just said there is people be trying to like put you on game with regards to not getting scammed because they can't identify that you may know a thing about that because they have such little prejudice in that regard.
100%, bro. 100%.
That's
I'm telling you
hilarious.
this. And
I've never
I'm
heard
like,
it.
dude,
Hold on. In a sense, you're almost like offended and complimented that you didn't get
I
profiled.
I am because no, I really am. I'm like, because I'm so used to like, you know what I'm saying? The other, and anyways, but like, yeah, it really is. It's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? It's like, but at the same time, it's like, good looking out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you don't speak all these languages and shit. But like, I've been put enough people in their place. Like first day in fucking in Hungary or second day in Hungary was funny though. Like that shit was wild. Like I seen some crazy shit happen in the streets. Unfortunately, I couldn't really like help the person because of the situation I was in. But like some fucked up shit, right? And then like I've seen like some people trying to like these dudes. Like there's a lot of gypsies out here, bro. There's a lot of gypsies out, and they run the streets, and they really try to aggressive like sell you non-existent cocaine and all kinds of oregano weed and shit. You know what I mean? And they're like they drunk as fuck, and they're pretty aggressive. But like you gotta put them in their place, and then like they know what's up. But like it's just also like not the majority of the time.
Right. I
It's
mean,
like
these are
really
just
like
moments that happen if they happen.
yeah, they happen everywhere, you know what I mean? But like this was like, okay, that's the type of culture that it is like for that, you know what I mean? And there's out there, but like you don't have to like the other night, like a taxi driver like offered me very, very nice things. That if I was in Canada or America, I would have taken them, especially at the price, ridiculous. Like and like I was just like, I don't need that here. I'm,
Mm.
I'm like super good. Like there's no reason for me to have that. And like it was like shoot. I'm like, but if I was over there on the others, I promise you, like you are the man, bro. And like this dude was like a cool dude. Like he was like he wanted to like link me with clubs and like he's one of those all around like I got everything on lock type of dudes, you know?
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, so like it was cool, but it's like there's no need for like there's no animosity out here. So I haven't experienced it so far, and like I experienced a lot of that shit everywhere, and it's just a different vibe here. So it's really cool, like for sure,
All right. So when you get to Prague, what happens when you get there?
bro. Day one was ridiculous. Like the love was on some different shit. Like I was walking up, I was in the hood and shit. Like I posted at the ballpark. You know what I mean? By the courts, chilling, having a beer, smoking one little quick thing, and like they they just pulled up. I'm like, yo, I need weed. No, I don't got no weed. Mm-hmm. I need weed. So yeah, ended up getting that weed, and they took me to the store. Got to drinking, got to spitting. Oh, you were yeah. That's and then like 20 minutes later, bro, they was calling the whole fucking neighborhood. Like everybody was over there. They brought me to this next spot. Like people taking pictures, like all kinds of crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Like the skateboarding, playing ball, like shit was wild. They had the kids out, like it was like, what the fuck? Like so the love was ridiculous. And then like moved out to this next spot. And they took me to the studio on the first night right away. And I met like artists, did some tracks, you know what I mean? Then some producers, etc. Then yeah, did a whole EP with somebody out there, you know? Um, did a whole EP with a Czech producer and a Czech artist who's like a new artist. You know what I mean? Like he's
Mm.
like really new. And like we did like basically a whole drill EP, and like he's spitting in Czech. This dude said like my name like 400 times on the fucking EP, bro. Like, but like he was literally telling the story. Like in his rhymes, he's like telling the story of like how this came up, how the fuck I ended up there. Like he's making like Canada and Czech Republic references, and like shit was wild, bro. It was like, but yeah, so like there's like a 6-song EP with a a Czech producer and a Czech artist.
Right.
Shout out GC, shout out LD Productions. You know what I mean? That's my people's in the Czech.
So let me get this
Neck and
straight.
neck.
You sat down next to a ball court, bought weed, rapped, and that led to a 6-track EP. And this is in how long?
Yeah. Um, bro, like, 2 hours here, 2 hours there. Like, I was there for 2.5 weeks or some shit like that. But it was probably done, over not longer than 10 hours in like a few sessions. You know what I mean? Just like when we had time, like homeboy, like hella busy. I'm doing different shit, right? So we just put it together real fast and it was like, it's dope. So about 10 hours, to do the whole thing.
I meant more like how long from you
In a couple
rapping it.
days.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like from rapping in the hood
Oh,
to
at the
like an
park?
EP coming
No,
together.
bro. Like that was, the first night we started dropping shit.
That's
The first
wild.
night I hit the studio. Yeah. So I got there at like 5 a.m, but like that day I went to the studio like that right after the park and shit. They brought me to this other spot where some other people heard me spit, and then those dudes called some dudes that had the studio. So it was like, and they came through, and then it was like, all right, you rolling with us. So